Dementia Alliance of North Carolina. I believe we have another two guests here today. Tom Holt, yes. Would you mind standing up and introducing yourself? To the Rotary.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, Tom Holt and Steve Bennett. We work together first bank. Appreciate the invitation to invite me. Afternoon, y'all. Work on the bike. Other than that, I got 2 kids. The June and a self-care, so they can
So if you make sure you meet me on your way out, and give me your membership question, you'll see membership chair, Harrison Kern, later. Welcome. Well, we're missing our 2 happy dollars today. I see Frank McNally or Charlie Unshaw, so I will have to be a very poor replacement for that. So anyway, anybody have any happy dollars? Anybody happy about the game yesterday? Any other games? Basketball? What game? I think Harrison, that's sounding quiet. No happy dollars. No, she's got yes. Second year in a row. All right, now we'll move right along then. So first up, we're going to talk about what we've got going on the next few weeks at our club. Got a great meeting today. Can't wait to hear from Coach Moses in a little bit. In fact, I heard back there. Next week, we will not be meeting due to observing President's Day. Then February 26th, we'll be back in person here at Tobacco Road. And Kinsey Clark, who is the CEO and president of Able Transitions, will be here talking about how she helps families transition older children with disabilities into more independent situations. And then my wonderful, fantastic mother, Jamie Larson, who is the director of technical writing at NC State, will talk about her 25+ year career teaching technical writing and how the professional communications has changed. That's going to be fascinating. She's done a lot of research and international studies in this, and a published professor in that area, so that's going to be really fascinating. Then got local celebrity Maggie Kane coming to talk to us from the Place at the Table, and if none of y'all have visited there yet, definitely do it. It's a great area, really good food, and you get to see the amazing work that they're going to do. So super excited to have her here, and thank you, Richard Ebert, for helping us get on her schedule. And then this evening, one more thing with the club before we move on to the district event is we have a board meeting tonight. I haven't done a good job this year about letting everybody know when those are happening. If you are interested, you're not on the board, but you're interested in attending, all members of the club are welcome to attend and see what we talk about as a board and what decisions that we're looking at. So get up with Linda on hand for a league if you are interested in attending. If you're a newer member, that's part of your badge criteria. So I encourage you to do that and get a feel of how the club is governed. All right, district-wise, we've got a couple of exciting things coming up for the district. First thing is this Saturday. If people look at me or show of hands if you've registered for this weekend's district assembly. Oh my goodness, that's as many as I think I'm seeing that'll be there. Great. So we're gonna have a fun time Saturday morning, representing Greater Clinton Raleigh at the district conference. For Dad and Harrison, that's going to be your pre-pet, so they're presidential training time, and then we'll get to hear more about what's going on in the district level. They're going to probably be talking about a trip to the Boys and Girls Home that's going to happen at mid to the end of March. And then our district day of service is coming up in April, which Richard Avery is going to be talking more about as we get closer to that. So many upcoming opportunities to get involved at the district level. But that is poor Tommy. I keep on calling him up at awkward times. It's travel time. I do this every week. I get them. I think it's Tommy and Richard Watkins. I give no warning to. And we call them up.
I can take the big guy, Gary. So we've got some tickets today that are well mixed, and I'll ask our very own honest treasurer David Forrest pull out a winner. So if you don't win, why don't you blame me? All right, here we go. We've got 800 2 7 1 2. Whoa! This is all the things that say that you buy tickets and never win. Sean, great job, buddy. I'll bring it to you in 1 second here. All right. So while I'm up here, Carrie also asked me if I would touch on. Carrie asked me also if I would touch on the idea of host families for Rotary Youth Exchange. And it's interesting that we would put this together with the raffle because the raffle goes towards Rotary Youth Exchange, which we're very proud of. This club is getting back into this. You guys may remember this young lady that was here a week or two ago where she's going to Italy. And we're going to have an inbound student as well. So there's a student coming to the U.S. who's going to be part of our club for a period of time. And so while that person is here, we need to host families. These are families that would let this student stay in their home in a spare bedroom for a period of time. It sounds daunting, but it's really not. It gets split up among a couple different families, so you're not on your own, okay? One of the big fears is always, well, what if my family has something scheduled during the time that they're with us? How can we take care of that? Well, there are 2 other families, so you guys can mix and match. You can hand off. Plus, families that are not hosting might be very interested in including the student in special events that are happening in their lives. If Harrison's family is going to DC for the weekend and see the sights, they might be willing to include that student and make sure that that student gets an opportunity to see something that wasn't otherwise available. They do some safety screening, so if you're someone who could not pass a background check, you might not be a good host family. But most of us that are here are good and clean and do a great job with background check. But I would just say that if you're somebody who is thinking of this, don't think of it as, gosh, this kid needs somewhere to stay and my family might be willing to do it. Your family would be blessed to benefit from this kid staying. It's an amazing experience. My father was a Rotarian. We did this for the first time when I was probably about 11 or 12. And we had a student, young lady from Brazil that came and stayed with us. And she stayed, and it was just a heartwarming experience. We took her out on the boat. The first night we got here, and the boat sank. It was super memorable. And then later on, my wife and I hosted a young lady who came from Sweden, and she was delightful and wonderful. It's been almost 10 years since she was with us. And we still keep up with her and chat once in a while and wish her happy birthday. And she's come back to visit us since then and brought her family with her. So it's a much deeper, richer experience than you might think it is. I encourage you, if you're interested in it, go home and speak with your spouse, see if this is something you'd like to do, and circle back to the club and let us know that you're interested, because it's a great experience. And if you get an opportunity to do it, I'm almost certain you won't regret it. So that's my 2 cents, Gary. If I missed anything, let me know.
You have a favorite?
A favorite moment, husband,
well, that's memorable.
That's memorable. Favorite moment. Yeah, I guess so. The student that my wife and I, she came in from Sweden, and I don't know if you've met many young ladies from Sweden, but she was pretty stereotypically from Sweden. She was a pretty girl, very athletic and everything. And so she got here, and a lot of kids have come from a different place. They're trying to kind of be conservative, stay on the spotlight, have a very normal American experience. Not her. She decided she wanted to be in the pageant for the high school, and that she wanted to compete. And she won she won the whole thing, that she won like the top of her grade. And I remember we were all so proud for her, not just because she won anything, but because she felt confident enough overseas, nothing going for her. She barely spoke English in her pageant and did a great job. And she had this great experience. We're just so happy with her outcome. But we were all charmed that she was so charmed. This was something she could do. And they don't have that apparently in Sweden, so it sounded like it was a wonderful kind of experience for her. So that was a great night. We saw all 3 families that hosted her, took her out after the pageant. And she wasn't overwhelming great, but the rest of us did. We had a big meal and it was just a huge celebration. So that's probably what most people.
Thank you, Tommy. Let's give them a round of applause. Well, I'm very brave of the young lady from Sweden to do that. And I think it goes to show, and y'all who had a chance to be here for Sovereign's Day where we revealed her country, she's going to Italy, for those of y'all who were here. And got to speak further than hearing about a student that Tommy's family hosted. These kids go through an application process, several interviews, and are early vetted. These are the top of their class kids, the ones that have really bright futures, show a lot of initiative. So yeah, y'all who step forward to be host families are in for a great ride. So Richard Avery, I'm gonna toss it out. Wake up and leave. And Richard, you can talk more about this if you want to when it comes up. It's this really cool thing on social media where you get one person a day, one professional a day in the area that you can do for a club. And those are out there.
Hey folks, Richard Avery, chair for the group. We are here at the halfway point, well, past the halfway point, actually, book drive. When I stepped through the door this morning, we're at 1,500 books, but I think we're at 1,600 now, thanks to Harrison and Kevin and some other folks. So on a very good clip. As Gary mentioned, every day in my social media channels, I'm posting kind of a local leader with a book to help support our initiative. You can see our councilman development there. There's our Mayor Harrison. The gentleman over there, Patrick Brown, he is the executive director of the Department of Health for So again, it's just a way to spread awareness. One interesting one, the gentleman right there, his name is Chief Brandon Medina. He is the chief of police of McMarina. And he was so enamored by this that he is leading an initiative in the town of Peakwood to raise books on our behalf. He sent out a news release. He sent book boxes all over the county, all over the city. And Lindsay Oliver, lives in Peakwood, is kind of his liaison. And so his exact words, we're going to crush 4,100 books. That's good out of his head. So that's a good place to have. So anyway, thanks for all your support. It's going great. It's really Sharnetta Williams right there is the no woman that wrote the director. She says, you know, I have two small boys, and it really reminds me how important reading is. So doing some good work here, folks. I have some more details on our March and April projects. So looking for a couple of things, a little more hands-on, a little more outdoors. It's nice. Can't tell you how much we appreciate the support. Again, Terry offered today, if you have anyone to pick up books, we're more than happy to pick them up by the time he's off at the pass as well. So we'll just keep on for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for your third year in a row of fantastic leadership for this project. Hey, Harrison Turner, gonna have a few membership updates.
Hey everyone, my name is, for those who don't know me, my name is Harrison Turner, head of our membership for the Rotary Club Raleigh. Thanks so much for being here today. Just a quick update. February service social is going to be Wednesday, February 28th from 5:30 to 7. And the meeting location is to be determined. We'll either be here or we got somewhere else. We try to look for new places in town to go to that as well. And just as a reminder, usually we have something from a membership standpoint up here, whether it be an induction or meeting. And today we don't have them, which points to the fact that there is opportunity for us to continue to share our why. There's a lot of work for us to do, and we're always looking for good people in our community to be a part of what we're doing in our community. So make sure to share your why. We're outside of the January, New Year's resolutions being dropped and things like that. So let's try to get some people in here. And for those people who have red badges, I'll just make another big plug. If you didn't raise your hand today about going to the club district assembly, please register. It's a great opportunity to find a way to get more connected to what Rotary is doing, not only here, but in our entire district.
Thank you, Harrison. Okay, we're going to introduce our speaker for the day. I want to acknowledge some birthdays, and these are for 2 weeks, so not maybe next week. And we finally have some anniversaries to announce, which is exciting. So starting with birthdays, Phil Cardinal, his birthday is the 23rd. Richard Watkins' birthday is next week as well on the 19th. Judge Robin Hudson, her birthday is on the 20th. Bill Landon, happy early birthday. His is on the 22nd, and then Valerie Evans is on the 25th. And happy 41st anniversary to Mike and Cecilia Condry. I saw Mike has walked in. I asked him when he walked in, and I said happy anniversary. He said, I have a lot of presents downstairs. I have the table this morning, and I think he said your wife was on the way to go golf and with some of her friends. So yeah. So yeah, happy anniversary. Then Cindy and David Roberts, he's not here today, but he had a happy anniversary to them as well on the 23rd. So with that, it is time, Coach Moses. I'm going to go ahead and read your that order. If you want to start making your way to the podium to introduce our intrepid speaker, Coach Moses. I want to make sure I say his name. Nigerian-born Moses Ikenovia is a Raleigh-based tennis professional and coach. He fell in love with tennis in 1977 when the legendary Arthur Ashe visited Nigeria along with other international players. Volunteer ball boys were chosen from Coach Moses' neighborhood, and he was chosen as one of those volunteers. He is quoted as saying, "That was the most special moment of my life." Coach Moses currently teaches beginner through advanced lessons at Sucessful Swim and Racket Club and is currently featured in U.S. Tennis Association and TV advertisements. He is passionate about bringing the game of tennis to those facing financial obstacles to tennis access. Moses Ikenovia lives in the Raleigh area with his wife and 3 daughters who are 7 to 13, and then he has another daughter who's 21, I believe he said, and she's in Tennessee. So please join me in welcoming Coach Moses up to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know what? This is all of you. Speak to me. I don't know what to say. I believe I have a lot to say to you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Moses Ikenovia, West African Nigeria. My religion is Catholic, so I believe in God. So I believe. I believe God has a reason why I'm here. Growing up in Nigeria is tough. Parents, you are 12 in a family. 8 boys, 4 girls. My mother had twins twice, boy and a girl. My dad worked for the government of Nigeria as a customs for 45 years before he died. He died 11 years ago. So my dad taught me a lot. Out of the 12 children, I'm number 6 in my family. So I'm the one that God chosen one. My parents worked hard to send me to Catholic school in Nigeria, which is a private school. And I fell in love with Catholic all my life. My parents Baptist. My father doesn't believe in his church, but he believes in God. He always said to us, love one another, respect one another. You don't have to go to church for you to believe in God. Give for the needy, which are still doing that. Rest in peace, God. So in 1977, I was a kid playing soccer, which, football. because part of my life. They want somebody to go and volunteer to pick a ball. It could be a ball or at last they have international tennis. Then they chose me. I said, why me? Out of all the kids, why they chose me? I said, are you coming? I said, yes. So I went there. That's how I started playing tennis. I did pretty good, which we play all African games in Nigeria. I was 14 years old, in school, and I was qualified to go to the United States. I was in school, so I came to Florida, and Lake Buena Vista Club in Florida. It's called ITM, which I came to play tennis. I was among the friends, Michael Chai, Willander, and Sabatini, all kind of ex-professional tennis players. And we are in Florida. In that, because I'm 40 years old, my dad always said, go to school. If you break your leg, what you going to fall off? Always say, go to school, go to school. So he said, I won't let my son stay in America by himself. I don't know why I'm here. So I went back to then all of a sudden, I got a scholarship from Shaw University, and there's a school called Helen Dickinson University in New Jersey, and NC State and UNC. Why I came to Shaw? The reason why I came to Shaw is that it said 50% of Nigeria, all staff and students are Nigerians. So I was coached there in Nigeria. So that made me feel at home. I go to Shaw. So that's why I came to Shaw in 90. Since then, I fell in love with North Carolina. And, I was teaching at Midbrook State Park while I'm still on scholarship. At Psyking, I don't know because of the African who Psyking is. So I was teaching for him, and since then I found a church, Secret Heart, for sure. I used to go all the way to Mass. So I fell in love with that church too. That's why I'm here in North Carolina, and I have a lot of family here in North Carolina. Not my blood, but my friends. So I said, okay, I can make North Carolina my home. And I have 4 girls, 4 daughters. I'll try to have a boy. You get it. Don't know why. So my first daughter, unfortunately, be a good text. What happened, my ex didn't get along. They moved to Tennessee. It's 21 this year. So I have a beautiful 3 daughters with me, with my wife now. She's from Tanzania. We met at the church. So I guess that's how my story is. That's why I came to North Carolina. And then when I was here, I get involved with the Raleigh Tennis Association, which I said, okay, how can I give back to this beautiful country? But I'm a citizen now, that's our country, America. And I said, I don't have enough money, but I can do something to inspire this kid to become somebody. Then I started this program, tennis, volunteer for the unfortunate kids. And you know tennis is not a cheap game. You gotta have money to start playing tennis. For those of you that play tennis, you know what I'm talking about. To buy rackets, to travel with coach. And I was very, very unfortunate that I have a good people around me to help to donate to my foundation. I don't have to donate to them to help black kids, unfortunate kids. And it was about 10 or 15, 20 years ago. I was teaching this kid, exploring this kid. I gave him a record. His name is David Going. He's the director of ESPN. Long time ago. So he called me last year too. He said, "Coach Moses." I said, he said, "It's David." It's David. He said, "You were really getting a bracket. You inspired me. You pushed me. Now I'm the director of ESPN. I would love you to come and be a promotion for the USO." This is a joke or what? It's okay. Meet me somewhere. So we met, and I saw him. He asked me, it's changed. I thought him. He said, "Coach Moses, I would love you to be in the commercial for USO." Then we did that. That was great. And they interviewed me. Then I said to them that America is the greatest country in the world. While we, the kids, are on the top 100 in tennis. Here you can come and play. But over there in Nigeria, if you don't have money, forget it. Our leaders in Nigeria is a wealthy country, but our leaders don't take care of the country. Most of our leaders in Nigeria, they stay in Nigeria, work in Nigeria, but some of them, their kids are here in America. They are in Harvard, one of the best schools in the country, but their kids is not in Nigeria. They know how it is. Then my mission before I die, I want to produce a player. It may not be my kid, it may be someone else's kid. My goal is to say, yes, I want this kid to be a champion, to go to the US Open. That's my goal. Because America has given me a lot. I want to school for free. Scholarship, playing tennis. Most of the stuff I have here, all kind of stuff, everything is free. America, you can become anything you want to become. Our kids need to know that. I was talking to my wife one time and said, can you imagine them winning lottery? I would go to every school, take these kids to Nigeria to see how they're blessed to be in America. Some of our kids here, they don't know what they have. I wake up early in the morning. I walk 2 miles to go to school. You better not be late. My parents are not good. But my father had to take a city bus to go to work. My mom had to sell something to make sure we are okay. I don't want to cry, but I'm telling you now. My mom raised 12 kids. So now look at me now. I can find that I'm in America. Now I have a car. I have a house. I don't want my kid to go to, and I want to teach my kid how to respect what you have and respect other people. I wish this North Carolina lottery can do something. Take some of the bad kids, and I will say bad kids to Nigeria. Tell what country I see other kids, how they believe they will come to America and say, thank God, I'm in America. You don't have a scholarship there. If your parents don't have the money, you forget it. I was fortunate to be a ball boy, to play, to show my skill. I came along to because of sport. He came here. Most of the Nigerian players. So what I'm trying to say is, I love this country, but I don't know how to give that to the kids. It takes money to make money. So my mom lived with me. So all what my mom did, I want to say to our mom, you are in a better place. You don't have to work again. You've already suffered. It's not going to anybody. She lived with me. She has everything she wants. Because she brought me here to this world. She take care of me. I will never do my mom this way. I'll take care of me. She took care of me. Why should I not take care of her? She's living with me. And that was it. So, I based like that. great man. He said, before he died, he said, take care of your mom, don't worry about it. That's the last time. Care for me. So thank you, or I don't know what to say. Please, if you have the mom, take care of your mom. Thank you.
Sharing that very personal story and what you said about being here is very impactful. Could you tell us a little bit about how you've been helping some of the local kids get into tennis, and also about where you're teaching right now, because it sounds like they are in need of some improvements, right?
Yes, when I'm teaching at Southall, there is I don't know, maybe I have sent the video to you.
You did, they were a little fuzzy.
Yeah. So the courts are messed up. And the Southall racket club is a private place. Most of the time, I spend my own money to try to push that spot, because a lot of kids come over there, the courts are messed up, the Raleigh Tennis Association help a lot, which I charge $60 an hour. Most of the kids cannot afford it. So Raleigh Tennis Association said, okay, they will come to their website, $40 for 6 weeks for lesson, and then get a racket. And then we give them a sword, which I don't mind to do that. I will do that, anything for the kids, because I know how it is back home. But somebody gave it to me, I want to give back for the kids. So my biggest thing is that I don't know how this works. Raleigh Tennis Association said they will get reports. I mean, there's nothing from them. And I would love to do it, but money is kind of tight. I got 3 kids, which I went to school here, Cathedral. So my wife, I have a wife, she's a nurse. I will try to get her to make it my family. So, and then for the kids, some of the kids cannot even afford it. Sometimes I have to tell them to come on. Don't worry about it. Don't get me wrong, money is good, but the kids, you never know what the kids will be tomorrow. Which is the kid that I tried. He's the one that kept me into ESPN. So it's my nature. I love to help people. I don't care who you are, where you are. You my brother, you my sister. I love people. Maybe because of my religion background. So we need help. That's what we have.
Great, thank you. We have some time for questions.
What do you think of pickleball?
You know what? I grew up playing pickleball back home in Nigeria, because we cannot afford to go to a club in Nigeria. But you got to be willing to always to go to Nigeria, the club. So we have a line in the street of the road, and we have a back and playing that. That's how pickleball is good to me. It's good. It's a nice thing. Tennis is the best. So pickleball is good. And then try to have a pickleball at Southall. But the problem is there's no fun for us to do that. And then one of the Mr. James Robinson, the mayor, former mayor of Nigeria, he was my student. He invited me to Nigeria for pickleball to come and play with him. So I played with him there. If you are a tennis coach or tennis player, pickleball is easy, but it's the same swing. So James Robinson tried to raise some money for me, but unfortunately kids come to my class too. So pickleball is not like it. Not good at tennis.
Got a question. So where was the furthest that you traveled while you were professionally playing?
Oh, I've been to New Jersey. I used to live in Jersey. I've been to Virginia, almost all the states in North Carolina. But that time I was still young, I was still in school, and then when I school, I had scholarship you are not allowed to play professional to make money. It's against the rules. So what I do when I play, I just claim my expenses, like you tell me allowed to get money to lose your scholarship. So I've been so many places in the world, met great tennis players there. I volunteer to do, there's a thing called 65 plus to raise money. That's what I met in South Carolina, the legend, Shackle, Greg Norman. I met him, who was telling how to swing, which I don't know what I'm doing. And so I've known so many people because of the trainings I'm playing and teaching. So I go out, teach, talk to the kids, talk to the young kids, and some of them are amazing. You know, now I'm teaching my kids how to be a respectful for your parents. Not only your parents, your teacher, everyone. I say, if you see I wish they are in school now. My kids know they're there and they are well disciplined. So my goal is to bring somebody out of this country, say yes, this is it. Our kids here need love. Back home, I never see my dad or my mom tell me, son, I love you, but I know they love me because what they did to me. The kids here need love. They need to hear everything. Every time kids go, Daddy, I love you, I love you, I love you. I just think back. So, what a love. I love this one. This is my home, this home.
Any other questions? Say leaving, staying around a little bit after the meeting.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful, great. It'll be interesting if Richard, Adrian, and Jim are looking for more hands-on, or if we need things cleaned up or something, we could clean up around the courts.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be nice. You talked about paying for people to come and do that. You never know. As I believe in that, I continue playing. Maybe one of these days, my prayer will answer, and then I will fix it. My goal is just to fix somebody. Measure. Because look at it. This is the biggest country in the world. Why we cannot have a tennis player from our look at it. Serena Williams, Coco is coming back. What about the boys? What about the guys? The Olympics guys, I'm not saying they're not good, but I believe you work hard, you're supposed to be able to work. In overseas, you don't have no park like this. So all this overseas, they get there, they see opportunity, they make use of it. Some of them foreigners. So why our kids cannot do it? Why we cannot do it for our kids? So people will play in the world. We can do it. Just need tough love for our kids. When I'm teaching the kids, I teach them but not babysit. Tough love for my kids. I've called them my kids. I train them. So that's what I'm doing. My goal is to bring somebody to the okay.
thank you. This is just a little token of our appreciation. Rotary Club of Raleigh mug with, and you'll hear it in a minute, a 4-way test on the back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Moses. Thank you so much for telling us about your passion for tennis and the fact that we can in the United States, we can get another, it sounded like male champion, that tennis player, right? That's kind of your focus.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you have any questions, Coach Moses will be here through at the end of the meeting. So with that, with all our experience rides, we have to meet 4-way test. If you are able to on Saturday come to the district conference, you can register for that on DAV. And if you're interested in board meeting tonight, that's via Zoom or on Zoom, as they done for this link to that. So with that, could you repeat after me the 4-way test? And the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it help with little benefits? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? I will see you guys in 2 weeks.